Katsuki Bakugo is the definition of the hot-headed protagonist. He is the devil may care kind of lone wolf, I'll do it myself, just in your face character. And man, do I love him for that. Now, I know the fan base is very divided on the character, but love him or hate him, you've got to admit, the guy never gives up. He never backs down. And you know what? He's just freaking badass. So let's go ahead today and check out another Ichiban Kuji Masterlise figure. Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and today I'm back with yet another My Hero Academia Ichiban Kuji Masterlise figure with the boy himself, my boy, my favorite, Katsuki Bakugo. And man, I am super hyped for this one because this, as you can see, has Bakugo with his massive armaments on him, and I am ready to check this thing out. But first, a little bit of detail about this piece. So if you guys are wondering, this is of course part of the Ichiban Kuji Masterlise series, which is a bigger series of prize figure. They're larger in scale, better in detail, things like that. This is the B prize from the Continuous Star Kuji, which consisted of Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and another prize of baby Deku and Bakugo holding up their little All Might cards. So very, very cool set of pieces. And I have done one of these on the channel already, Deku. Now, this one I've been very, very excited for. So much so that when I was able to get my hands on one, I decided to cancel my order of the actual Banpresto prize figure because they were in almost the exact same pose. And for an extra $20, I got one that's probably going to be about 3 times bigger. So I'm super excited about it as a big Bakugo fan. Hopefully you guys are excited about it. I know the Bakugos over here are excited to see another companion for the Bakugo shelves. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead. We're going to check out the box together, and then we're going to open it up. So now this is a pretty big box, and just like Deku before it, we've got a kind of Bakugo themed color scheme with the black and orange. Obviously, Deku had the green, Todoroki has the blue, and I'm not actually sure what the duo of Deku and Bakugo have. But back to this, we've got the Bandai, we've got the Bandai Namco, we've got the Ichiban Kuji logo, My Hero Academia, Katsuki Bakugo, of course, the My Hero Academia logo, and a picture of Bakugo in all of his epicness with his giant cannons on his shoulders. Here on the other side, we've got a more zoomed in look at Bakugo, kind of from almost a side angle. And then here on the other side, we have the front on picture of Bakugo with kind of a silhouette kind of looking thing over here, overlooking him in the back. Here on the back, we actually have a smaller picture of Bakugo with all of the details and information about the piece itself. And then on the top, we've got My Hero Katsuki Bakugo and a handle, which mine already broke when picking them up, so I do not recommend trying to lift or carry it by these handles. But that's it for the box. Let's go ahead and open them up. All right, so now that we're zoomed in, we've got our little cutter. We're going to go ahead and pop them open. So since this is a Masterlise, it's probably going to just be 1, maybe 2 pieces and a small little brace for his foot. So let's go ahead and see how he comes out. So this is an actual really hefty piece. And as you can see, it looks like he might even be one solid unit other than our foot block down here. So let's take a look and see. He has a massive foot block right here. And man, it looks like it's going to go onto the side of his foot by the indentation. So let's see. Carefully lift him up here. And yeah, he's all one solid piece, guys. Holy crap. We got some bubble wrap here. Very carefully remove it. And man, he's just one solid freaking piece. And oh my god, this thing looks awesome. Let's test and see if he stabilizes on his own. And he is way too top heavy to stabilize on his own. So I'm going to go ahead and guess. Let's see which foot this is. It's this foot. So, oh, is it going to have to go in here? That might suck. I don't know if I like that. It's going to like wedge in to his foot, causing a big kind of block right here. I don't know how I feel about that, but I can definitely see why they do it, because he is going, as you can see, he's going to lean forward. So I guess it makes sense, but ooh, I'm already not a fan of that. So let's clear up the table. Let's bring y'all in and let you take a closer look at him with me. Now, this is a tough one, guys. Man. But before I get into it, there was your closer look at what honestly is a really awesome Bakugo. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about the gripe right off the rip, because it is the only thing I have a problem with this piece. That giant brace is so much of an eyesore, but it doesn't take away the fact that this is quite possibly the best looking Bakugo that I've had the pleasure of reviewing, and that previously went to the Kotobukiya Bishojo. This thing is a fraction of the price of the Kotobukiya Bishojo and has massively more detail to it and is way bigger. So, if you're looking for a really awesome scale Bakugo, bang for your buck, you're gonna get this. That foot block aside, again, this thing is hyper freaking detailed. From all just the ordnance that he's carrying on his shoulders literally all the bullet rounds, all the little pieces of like the mechanism going off of it. All of it looks really, really cool. And I don't know if it's the sculpt or if it's how it's supposed to be, but some of the ordnance actually does look scraped up and battle damaged. And whether that's intentional or not, I don't know. But either way, it looks really freaking cool. The face itself is so well done. The aggression and the anger on the face of Bakugo is perfect. Everything, again, in the details of his costume are amazingly well done, down to his big old gauntlet and his just gloved hands. All of this thing looks absolutely incredible. If you can get past that horrible foot peg, and I know, I can't win either way because I hate the plain black bases on prize figures, but sometimes these blocks can, just get in the way, man. And this figure itself is not going to stand up on its own. You guys saw me when I took him out of the box. He is way too top heavy, and the lean that he has is going to make him fall over. Now, I'm sure there's ways you can get this to work, but I'm not going to take that risk and have him fall over in my display or even here on the table today. So I'm going to keep the foot brace on. I'm going to try to figure out something else because without that thing, this is probably going to be one of the most badass Bakugo pieces that you all are going to have until the next awesome Bakugo comes out. But all in all, I mean, I do not regret purchasing this. The figure, the sculpt, the paint, everything about this is absolutely incredible. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. If it wasn't for the block, this thing would probably be a 9 out of 10 for me. At least an 8.5. But I got to knock something off for just how in your face that block is. I mean, a lot of the times they're on the back of the leg. So they're not as kind of up there in front of you. They're kind of standing in the back of the figure. You don't notice them as much. But this one, it's like you're looking at that from the front and you take away that whole bent, foot and leg out of the actual figure. And that does kind of kill it for me. I think it would have been better suited had they have put a block on the side of this other foot because it wouldn't have been so in the way. But that's just my take and my gripe. I'm not a sculptor. I don't know how they do these things, but they probably figured this was the best way to do it. It doesn't take away from how freaking awesome this piece is. And it is now taken over the Kotobukiya as my favorite Bakugo I have now. So if you can get by the foot peg, I am highly recommending this one. He is not very expensive. You can get this for under $100. I think it retails for about $60. Whereas the Kotobukiya Bishojo, I think was $160, possibly more than that at retail. You could probably get them on sale now, but as you can see just them next to each other, the sheer scope of each one, the Masterlise Bakugo has such a larger presence than the Kotobukiya Bishojo. And you can't really go wrong with either of these, but I definitely recommend it, especially for the price, guys. This thing is absolutely awesome. And that's going to be it for this unboxing and review of another very impressive Ichiban Kuji Masterlise figure. And you know what? To this day, I have not unboxed a Masterlise piece that I have not been very impressed by. So again, other than the block on the foot, thing is absolutely amazing, and I cannot take away from the piece itself. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out Bakugo with me today. If you did like this video, do me a solid. Click the like button, the subscribe button, the share button. Spread that nerdiness. Follow on all the socials. The links are down in the description below. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.